Please welcome Pierce Brosnan and Rene Russo.
Just keep doing this so we don't have to speak. Really, I feel like a rabbit in the headlights here.
No,
okay.
No, we're very easygoing.
Good.
Are you sexy or slutty?
Oh, on a good day, slutty. On a bad day, sexy. It depends on the time of the day and the week and whatever. You know, I've been known to be both.
And what about your co-host? You're in the movie. Yeah.
Sexy.
Sexy.
100% sexy. Yeah.
She could be slutty too, I bet,
I was a slut in that opening scene, though.
I was being polite.
You're a slut in this movie.
I thought about that, actually. And I think that John McTiernan was right. I kept saying, I don't want to wear a garter belt. That's slutty. She wouldn't wear a garter belt, and he fought me on it and fought me on it. And I went to the premiere, and all the women said, I love the scene with the garter belt.
Yeah.
So go figure. I had to sort of trust him at a certain point.
Yeah. Now, this is a remake of the Thomas Crown Affair, which was done several years ago with Steve McQueen, right?
Faye Dunaway.
Yeah, it was a wonderful movie. And you made it another wonderful movie, I think.
Oh,
I saw it. I loved it. What made you do it again? What makes someone do that?
Well, my partner, Beau St. Clair, who is sexy, she kind of came up with the idea, and I said, yeah, I like the idea, let's have a look at it. And I looked at it, and I saw this film when I was about 15 years of age. It was one of those movies which kind of made me want to become an actor, so to speak, and I just thought there was room for embellishment there in the love story.
You actually co-produced the film, so...
Yeah, so we went out, and it took about 2 years, and we brought, after 2 drafts, we finally realized that the ghost of Steve McQueen was still there. And we hit upon the idea of these 2 writers, Leslie Dixon, Kurt Wimmer, and they came in, and their kind of creative input, and male, female,
And it's
came up with these wonderful characters.
Wonderful movie, but a lot of people are talking more about the nude scene that you do. The fact that you're in your 40s, which I love, and doing a nude scene. Everybody's making it, yeah, exactly. Oh, she's in her 40s, how could she do it? But a part of me thought, no, you really know yourself in your 40s. It's a great time to finally take your clothes off. Where's your head about that?
You know,
I'm a slut.
Yeah, no, I guess I am too. I didn't think about the fact that I was 40 taking my clothes off. I just thought about taking my clothes off, period. But I did think about, because a lot of people brought it to my attention, that I'm a woman in my 40s and I got this part. I'm 45 and I got this part. And I have to say, well, I have to say that Pierce Brosnan and John McTiernan fought for me, and God bless them, because I don't think it's the norm, and you have 2 really cool guys, you know, out there fighting for an old broad, you know, in the 40s, so I really...
People just, once your name came up, it was a yes, so it was there.
Isn't it amazing that we even are having this conversation?
It is crazy that we're having this conversation.
She's a beautiful girl, she's got talent. What's the big deal?
Go figure, I don't know.
But you're unusual that you put her in this movie, because Sean Connery has, what is she, 12, that girl? You know, I say lovely guy, but a little long in the tooth at this point.
I don't have a problem with younger men and younger women and older men. It's just that the double standard that you don't see older women with younger men, or even with their own age a lot.
Exactly.
I didn't think of it as a problem at all. I just wanted to make a movie which was romantic and sexy, and
you got her, baby. You definitely got her, and she did too.
This is someone who I've always admired and really loved, and somebody who I thought I could dance with, you know, and be comfortable with, and we kind of just hit the ground running, and I think that just comes from liking each other, and there's a respect there, you know.
Well, we like and respect you guys too, whether you're sexy, slutty, whatever you are, we feel that way, and you're coming back in the next segment, so we're going to be back with more of Pierce and Rene. When they come back, they're at the mercy of my co-hosts. We'll be right back.
Crown, sexy or slutty? Your character.
Sexy. Cool sex.
She's a little slutty. She's a little slutty. She just goes for what she wants, you know, and gets it. She's a little slutty, I think, from my point of view.
Well, I have to ask you, Rene, your clothes in the movie were amazing, especially the little see-through number. Would Rene Russo actually wear that out?
No. No. I would wear something underneath it. Thank you. No, I would not wear that out. Now, I know it sounds ridiculous, but when I tried it on in the trailer, it didn't seem as see-through as it was. But, you know, you hear this, yeah, sure. And then you get, yeah, what an idiot. And then you get out there with the lights, those Klieg lights coming right through. No, I would not.
Didn't Sharon Stone teach you anything?
Yeah, well, no, I know. That's why I said, I prefaced it, I know I sound like an idiot, but it was somewhat see-through in the trailer.
From where I was standing, it was wonderful.
Afterwards was all right.
The love scene, you like that?
It was the most intense love scene that I've seen in a long time. Trust me, it was a good morning when I watched this movie.
Well, good. I mean, hopefully everybody will have a good evening after seeing the movie. Wow,
you were tossing each other around?
Yeah, well, we had assistants as well. You know, it is movie making, but
Tell her.
I don't know.
Should we tell her?
Oh,
Should we break it?
Tell us.
The sequence, I mean, Rene and I didn't really know. I mean, it's in the script, you know, they shag. They do the wild thing, whatever you want to call it. And, you know, she and I just turned up on the set in our bathrobes, and you kind of then, it was like lambs to the slaughter.
No, but you have to understand, Pierce was so wonderful. He came in, like only Pierce Brosnan would do this, with a silver tray, 2 champagne glasses and a bottle of champagne, smoking a cigar. Okay? In a G-string and a bathrobe. That was a good morning.
James Bond, baby!
I thought a little champagne would help.
And I said, Pierce, I don't drink, I fall asleep.
So I drank. I didn't fall asleep.
But you know, Rene, Pierce is not, you've had already Kevin Costner and Mel Gibson, now you're kissing Pierce, and I know you're a happily married woman, so let's not even think about that, but how does Pierce compare to Kevin Costner? Mel Gibson.
I just want to say, in terms of foreplay, I didn't get the champagne, or the silver tray, or the glasses, or the flowers. So, I mean, come on. This is
because they're American.
Yeah, I mean, this guy, he's a smooth guy.
Well, I'm glad you liked it, Rene. I'm glad it worked for you, because it worked for me.
It was a good love scene.
It was pretty darn silly. I mean, here's these 2 grown people, and we've both been actors, and we've done many movies, and you're there in your bathrobe, you've got the little G-strings on. Actually, mine's quite big.
I should probably be asking you this question, but I'll ask Rene. I heard it was the hardest thing you've ever done, this movie.
The hardest, indeed. Yes, it was.
There were no embarrassments, though. There were no embarrassments.
Didn't you say it's an emotional roller coaster, this movie?
I think it was for me emotionally, because the director said that he felt that I had neutered myself in my films.
Oh, that's a nice thing to say.
That made me feel very confident, and but I think I do understand. I hide behind humor, and I don't lead with my. I don't lead with that. That's not what I lead with, and so he was on me constantly, and that was hard for me. I felt very vulnerable and exposed.
You know, but isn't it always sexier when a classy broad like yourself gets down, rather than some slutty type that we're used to? It's true, isn't it?
Because I was actually shocked and pleasantly shocked, because I've seen pretty much everything you've done, and I love everything you do. But to watch you go ahead and seduce Thomas Crown, the richest, finest brother there is on the planet, I was loving it, okay?
Star came in this morning. Star came in this morning and said, Thomas Crown is the ideal husband. Even though he's a thief. What up with that, Star?
But she changed him at the end. That's the part I love him.
Well, it was about romance, and it was about a man who had everything at his feet and who has traveled through the fair with the greatest of ease, but he doesn't have a partner. He doesn't have love. You know, there's a kind of hollowness inside. We wanted to kind of put that into the movie, which was kind of there in the original, but just we embellished upon it.
It's the best date movie I've seen in a long time. I'm telling you, I had a great time.
Well, Pierce Brosnan and Rene Russo, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
We had so much fun with you. Be sure